seeing, Bitcoin is in a very dangerous zone here. Okay, a lot of the accumulation for what's coming with the Bitcoin ETF, the Bitcoin halving, the litigation cases that are currently going on, the U.S. regulations on crypto that are looking to make further steps forward 2024 going into 2025, the Federal Reserve starting to ease monetary policy, the banks still borrowing heavily from the Fed bank loan funds. You're seeing this build up in Bitcoin. So as we look a little bit more granularly in Bitcoin, yes, Bitcoin looks very healthy. I mean, even where it is right here in the smaller time frame, is just making higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, and going through this correction. So for a macro investor looking at this, I don't even care. We can come and nick this. We can come back down here because of all the hype of the Bitcoin ETF. And sometimes it's by the rumor, sometimes it's sell the news. But quite honestly, even if Bitcoin, okay, let's say the ETF news drops, right? Let's say the ETF news drops, and I have to actually continue this channel that I'm drawing here and possibly line it up better. But let's say the Bitcoin ETF news drop. We know this is the F around and find out zone. Another possible resistance zone now that it's starting to make this traction here is $52,000. So it may very well be that the Bitcoin ETF drops. Bitcoin has already been quite running. And it maybe it does make another what? This is about a 20% move. This is about a 20% move. So it would not surprise me after what? After a 57% move from when we started tracking this movement here, right? And even from the lows of that move, we were not even that accurate, right? If you're looking at it, it's really a 84% move for Bitcoin, and it's done that over a period of time. It's in the top of the F around and find out zone. All this hoopla about the Bitcoin ETF dropping, and that could just be the last gas to finish it off before it resets for a larger move. You may get a lot of commotion in the stock market. You may get a lot of commotion with some of these ETFs that drop. You may get a lot of news that goes into there, but is the question that there is one more impulse coming before you get some sort of solid correction, even though it'll be very nice to see Bitcoin get to 52,000. So I'm expecting impulses, but I'm being very pessimistic about it. And when you look at the monthly, the stochastic RSI gives you an indication that there could be another impulse coming with the way that it's curved. But we also know that we're at the top of these Bollinger Bands. And even when you look at the monthly for Bitcoin, we're skating at the top of this Bollinger Band in the F around and find out zone. Even though we're really bullish, our stochastic RSI is pretty high up here. It could reset as it always does in bull markets and continue higher up. We're still expecting 65,000. We're still expecting, if we're going to go into all-time highs, 92,000 as the place. But remember, this F around and find out zone is called the F around and find out zone for a reason. So yes, with the Bitcoin ETF coming, it's big news. Could expect to move to 52K. But it could easily get another rejection back to come back test 46K. And psychologically, that's going to feel like, oh my gosh, the market is crashing. Meanwhile, it's just a back test of